2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there's a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
That's tidy. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, nicely played. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Needs this putt to tie Rickie Fowler.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour, because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Oh, absolutely flushed. That's a pretty handy shot. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Bit disappointing, that one. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's not what they were looking for.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Going with the 5-iron here. Well struck. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And in it goes for the par. He finds himself in a share of 4th. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
This would be a great up and down. If my eyes didn't see it. I wouldn't have believed it. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's return to live play now. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Time for the second shot at the 10th. That's disappointing. And here we are with the third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Good putt that. Currently 1 under for the day. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of the leaderboard here. Oh, well played. Look out world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella, and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th. There's this one to kick right. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Now, this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Let's hope this one gets a good lie, because it's heading towards the rough. Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
19 feet to the cup. Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. This shot here from about 240 yards. Just 3 strokes back. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Just one off the lead after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
That's an awful error. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch. Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler? Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, what a stroke. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Nicely holed and for par. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Could roll into the rough on this one. From around 170 yards here, just 2 shots behind. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. And Rich, what are your thoughts on this player's PGA Tour debut? A top 10?
Yeah, not a bad first event on the PGA.